Chat, listen, there's some really big news here. I actually really like this one. All right, so here it is. It's no surprise that the Spurs aren't too enthused about the idea of adding 2 second-rounders to their roster. With up to 6 first-round picks in the next 2 drafts, San Antonio will need to think twice before investing a roster spot in multiple years of development on a second-round pick. Keeping pick number 33 if someone the front office likes falls into their laps is a plausible outcome, but from what I've heard, keeping 33 and 44 is unlikely. All right, so apparently the Spurs are going to trade away one of these picks. Now, here's the thing. Guys. This is what's funny about this. This year, this would be a really good idea. And the reason being is because second-round picks this year are worth much more than they would have last year. For instance, Terquavian Smith, in my humble opinion, I think that last season, this is why I don't know why he went back to college. Last season, he would have been like a mid first round pick, if not late first round pick. Like easily, I think. Even, let's see, Hami, I think that's how you say it, right? And you guys can correct me in the chat. You always correct me anyway. Hami here. He's like super good, bro. The only reason why he's in the second round is because he's 22. That's it. But other than that, like he is phenomenal. He's my type of player too, by the way. I love those real crafty, smart guys. He's a pretty complete package overall. I think he will work super well next to Wembayama. But all I'm saying is, Jaime, there we go. Thank you, Jaime. Yeah, he's super good. So that's another one where I think in last year's draft he probably would have been late first round, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. It's a very interesting draft, and I think that a lot of these players. I mean, Julian Phillips, what the heck? He's going 40. Like, yeah, these guys are worth quite a bit this season. This is a very special draft. So I know that everyone was in the sweepstakes for Wembanyama, Wemby, right? And there's a huge distance between Vic, Scoot, Brandon. I think Vic, there's a big distance, and then Scoot and Brandon Miller, and then there's a big distance. But overall, I think this draft is deeper than last draft. Oh yeah, Emoni Bates. I feel like, wasn't there some type of controversy with him? Him switching schools, and people kind of talked about that. His name was huge at one point, and then it just kind of dwindled off. But yeah, that's another one though. Emoni Bates. I mean, last season we were talking about how he could potentially be a lottery pick in this draft, right? I mean, a couple years ago, that he could be a lottery pick in the future. So it's a lot of talent here. I mean, a lot of talent. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just something to think about, you know? Just something to think about. So the Spurs getting rid of a second round pick, usually that's not that big of a deal. You know, you're not going to get much out of it, but the Spurs could potentially, that second round pick, or maybe even using both of those second round picks, could be the difference between you moving up in the draft or not. I mean, you can use a couple first round picks in the future, those two, or one of these two, and that's a good enough package, right? So I don't know, just something to keep in mind. And I think that's pretty cool that they are going to more than likely trade away one of those.